Our spending is on track.
Yes, it is. Who knows how to budget, girl? You do.
Are those your grandpa?
Pull-ups have a new learning layer. It feels wet, then absorbs to stay dry.
Nice. Urine? Urine!
And Doug.
Thank you both for coming in.
Good evening. Just a couple of announcements before we start our ceremony. First of all, our Othello High School students are selling water around. The sales of that water are going to stop about 5 minutes before the ceremony. So if you need some, beckon them over. Also, if you brought balloons or umbrellas, we know the sun's hot. We'll ask you during the ceremony to please lower those and put away the umbrellas so that people behind you can enjoy the ceremony. Buenas tardes, estamos agradecidos que están aquí. Algunos anuncios. Primero, los estudiantes de Othello High School están vendiendo agua. Van a parar esta venta de agua unos 5 minutos antes de la ceremonia, entonces en unos 10 minutos. Si quieren comprar agua, levanten la mano, que piden que vengan para que compren aquí en unos minutitos. También, si trajeron globos o tienen un paraguas o un parasol, pedimos que también 5 minutos antes de la ceremonia para que cuando entren los estudiantes, si pueden bajar los globos o el paraguas para que todos detrás puedan venir y disfrutar la ceremonia. Gracias. Vamos a comenzar aquí pronto. Welcome, everybody. Let's have a round of applause for our Mustangs. They look great. I am the MMS principal, Mr. Will Von Brocht. Just a couple of reminders. If you haven't had a chance to scan our QR code around the stadium, our programs, you can also find them on Parent Square app if you've got that recently. So if you want to pull up that program, that's the easiest way to access it. If you've brought any balloons or umbrellas, please be sure to lower them so that those behind you can all enjoy the ceremony. Bienvenidos a todos. Estamos agradecidos que están aquí. Yo soy el director de la escuela de McFarland Middle School y algunos recordatorios. Si no tienen el programa, pueden escanear el código que está por el estadio y es la manera más fácil de recibir y tener el programa al mano. También, si trajo algún globo o un paraguas, parasol, si pueden bajarlo para que los de atrás puedan disfrutar de la ceremonia. Okay. I am excited to gather with you all for this exciting and wonderful ceremony. We'd like to recognize some of our dignitaries that are present. We recognize our school board members, President Lindsay Prouse, Vice President Aaron Gerber, Director Isauro Pruneda, Director Bertie Fote, Director Mariah Munoz, as well as our Superintendent, Dr. Pete Perez. I would now like to recognize the Othello School District Class of 2030. Class of 2030, we are here to recognize your next step in the Othello School District journey. Right now, you are Mustangs. We've been honored to have you walk our halls these last 2 years. You've worked hard, you've laughed hard, you've even learned how to open lockers. We are proud of you, and tonight, you will become Huskies. Woo! To kick off our ceremony, we invite you to please stand for those who are able, face the flag, and we would like to invite our very own Mustang Choir to sing the national anthem, led by our music teacher, Joanna Miller. They're both on. They're on.
Oh, they're on. Someone's got the other side. I'll take it.
Other one. Who's holding the other mic?
Where are the others? We need to go back. Oh, so cute, so cute.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Thank you, choir. That was incredible. They're very talented. I apologize, I forgot to recognize two very important people that are also up here. Our two assistant principals at McFarland Middle School, Mr. Iniguez, Mr. Simon Iniguez, and Mrs. Jenny Hokinson. We failed to recognize them. Now, before honoring each individual student, we want to have some reflections on their time at McFarland Middle School. So we would first hear a speech from our ASB president at McFarland, Kieran McPartland. And following Kieran, we will hear from Mr. Brown up here on the stage. So Kieran, if you want to come forward.
Thank you, Mr. Von Brock. Good evening, everyone. My name is Kieran McPartland, and I'm honored to stand here as your ASB president. Before I begin, I wanted to thank all of our teachers, staff, office workers, custodians, and security guards for everything you do every single day to keep our school running and to support all of us. Thank you. I'd also like to give a special thank you to Mr. Smith and Miss Van Winkle for everything they do every day for helping me pass 8th grade. Today isn't just about finishing 8th grade. It's about staying at the edge of a brand new level in life. And if there's one thing I want you to remember tonight, it's this. Winning is not about being the smartest person in the room. It's about being the person who keeps going when things get hard. A lot of people think success looks loud. Trophies, perfect grades, big moments, applause. But real success is usually quiet. It's waking up on a day you don't feel confident in trying anyway. It's raising your hand even when you're afraid of being wrong, and it's choosing to improve instead of choosing to quit. As Michael Jordan, the GOAT, right, Mr. Pernetta and Cassius, once said, "I failed over and over and over again in my life, and that is why I succeed." The truth is, every person here is going to fail at something, probably more than once, but failure is not the opposite of winning. Quitting is. A video game doesn't end when you lose one round. Sports teams don't walk off the field after one mistake, and your story doesn't have to end because of one bad day, one bad grade, or one hard moment. Motivation is important, but motivation alone doesn't last forever. Some days you feel unstoppable. Other days you feel tired, distracted, or unsure of yourself. The people who succeed in life are not the people who always move forward. They're the people who know how to move forward even when they don't. And here's something nobody says enough. You do not have to become someone else to win in life. You don't need to act cooler, louder, tougher, or more popular. Some leaders are nervous before they speak, and some winners start out doubting themselves. As you move into high school, people will tell you to follow the crowd, fit in, or be realistic. But the people who change the world are usually the ones who were brave enough to be different before everyone else understood them. So dream big, work hard, be kind, stay curious, and remember this. Every leader, every artist, every champion was once sitting in the seat where you are sitting today, wondering if they were capable of something great. Congratulations. Class of 2030, your next chapter starts now.
Come on up, Mr. Brown. They're ready for you. That mic comes out of me.
All right. Let's give another round of applause to Kieran. Tough act to follow, Kieran. Jeez. Well, good evening, families, friends, staff, and the main event, your 2026 8th grade McFarland Mustangs. It is so great to be here tonight. celebrating with you. I'm honored and grateful that you guys chose me to speak. But honestly, a little bit puzzled. I don't recall a single day in the last 180 days that you guys really wanted to listen to me speak. But nonetheless, it's great to be here. I loved getting to be your teacher this year. I loved watching you grow. And I sincerely believe every single person sitting here tonight has tremendous value. One of the themes that we talked about this year in class was the idea of agape, a Greek word for love. Agape is unconditional love, giving grace, which I gave a lot of, showing forgiveness, and looking for the good in others even when they make mistakes. Agape is being a good finder. What's wrong with people is always available, but so is what's right. Find the good in others. Bring it out of them. Now raise your hand if you've ever made a mistake or done something wrong. Typical middle schoolers, they don't think they do anything wrong. Raise your hand. Every single person here has done wrong, but every single person here has done right. That matters. Because agape means giving grace to imperfect people because we all have value. As you leave middle school and head into high school, my challenge to you is simple. Be abundantly curious and show agape. Leonardo da Vinci once studied math because he realized it would help him become a better artist. That curiosity helped him create paintings and drawings that the world still studies hundreds of years later. That's the power of curiosity. Ask good questions. Try new things. Find environments where the best version of you comes alive. Maybe it's in sports. Maybe it's drama. Maybe it's art or music, leadership, volunteering, or serving others. You never know what environment might bring the best version of you to life. And I truly believe many people never discover the gifts that they were blessed with because they never found the right environment to bring those gifts out. So don't stop searching. Don't stop searching until you find the places where your gifts naturally come alive. Because you never know what environment might change your life. Every single person here has a gift inside. Part of growing up is discovering those gifts and learning how to use them to help others. That's what agape really is. Not just finding your gifts for selfish reasons, but finding them so you can bless and serve others. Class of 2030, be curious. Show agape. Find the places where your gifts come alive and use those gifts to make the world better. I am proud of you. Congratulations, class of 2030, to your success. God bless.
Thank you, Kieran. Thank you, Mr. Brown. Those were wonderful speeches. Before each of our individual students come up and we honor them, we want to take a few minutes to recognize what it means to be a Mustang. The Mustang way is simple. We strive to always be respectful, be responsible, and be safe. Though simple, this is powerful. When we can see others around us and treat them with dignity, as Mr. Brown just spoke about, as we consistently show up and do what needs to be done, even when it's hard, like Kieran talked about. And when we create environments where all feel comfortable, safe, and welcome, then we are in a position to impact the world for good. We are set for success in middle school, in high school, and beyond. We have so many students that embody this Mustang way. So we had to go out to our students and ask them who stood out among the herd. They have voted on 4 students who will receive a Mustang Way Award this evening. The following students were voted on by their classmates to receive this award. When your name is called, we'd like to invite you to come up on the stage. The Mustang Way Awards are Annika Buse, Jesus Farias, Kieran McPartland, and Ella Gilbert. Come on up. Come on up and stand right in there. If you want to come up and stand behind them. Thank you, and congratulations to you 4 again. Now, to recognize our Mustangs in their next chapter, in the beginning of their Husky experience, would Mr. Rocha, would our ASB reps, and our board president, Lindsay Prowse, and vice president, Aaron Gerber, please come up to the stage. If our first advisory class would please rise, we will start our recognition.
Omar Ochoa Alvarez. Jose Julian Rango Mendoza. And now we will welcome Mr. Smith and Mrs. Van Winkle's advisory class. Kieran McPartland. Leland Guzman. Jesus Farias Cruz. Sugi Argueta Diaz. Annika Buse. Amaya Von Brott. Ella Gilbert. Bergen Johnson. Whitney Garza. Maya Detona. And now we will welcome Mrs. Barajas' advisory class. Jennifer Gregorio Gabriel. Ashley Perez Garcia. Flori Noemi Fabian Velasquez. Junior Mancia Chino. Armando Gonzalez Cordoba. Javier Milano. And now Mr. Swan's advisory class. Brigham Rowley. Isaac Tovar Jr. Delma Gomez. Charlotte Wilson. Chloe Gifford. Marlene Carmona Serrano. Ana Diaz Lopez. Ginger Waso Pineda. Judith Avelar Merino. Genesee Saldivar. Angeline Agustin Pineda. Beauty Lynn Macias. Jaseni Escobedo. Priscilla Silva Pineda. Janessa Prudera. Christian Ramirez Garcia. Benjamin Fonseca. Caleb Almaguer Martinez. Amado Chocoy. Federico Sales Gregorio. Whitman Sales Garcia. And now we'll introduce Mr. Pruneta's advisory class. Peyton Pruneta. Ariel Voorhees. Magali Cardosa Valdovinos. Belinda Lopez Espinosa. Eileen Gonzalez Scott. Dulce Valerio Antonio. Detsy Carrasco Luis. Iximar Jimenez Gomez. Linda Gonzalez Pineda. Benjamin Mendez. Luis Carvajal Martinez. Seth Espinosa Paz. Oscar Atanasio Policarpio. Arestio Fastino Maldonado. Christopher Malacara Cristales. Arvin Borayas Escobar. Antonio Barroso Dominguez. And now we'll introduce Mr. Howell's advisory class. Abigail Prouse. Bella Luis Garcia. Shailene Ponce Cedillo. Jocelyn Silva Diego. Haley Garcia. Eileen Espinosa Gonzalez. Daniela Rodriguez Garcilaso. Delaney Silva Gonzalez. Nativad Salcedo. Dennis Lopez Silva. Isair Hernández Maldonado. Dylan Huaracha Felix. Yosgar Espinosa. Ruben Patino Martinez. Andy Vizcara Garcia. Joshua Trinidad Lopez. Michael Dozier Gutierrez. Cash Martinez. Dion Flores. Riley Monomer. And now we'll introduce Mr. Brown's advisory class. Jeremiah Limas de Leon. Jonah Garza. Ryan Ibarra Godinez. Kale Johnson. Andres Silva. Neymar Andrade. Eden Gilbert. Abigail Hernandez Garcia. Mary Hernandez Gregorio. Ashley Morales Reese. Diana Luis Trinidad. Kimberly Negrete Naranjo. Julia Alvarez. Cesar Ocampo Gil. Jaden Ramirez Hernandez. Alex Gregorio Hernandez. Omar Santos. Dennis Lorenzo Ramirez. Joaquín de Jesus Cornelio. Andy Trujillo Cruz. Colin Zuniga Abad. And now we'll introduce Mr. Lachelle's advisory class. Kimberly Alvarado Hernandez. Alexia Farias Garcia. Fatima Garcia Cepeda. Noemi Lobos. Jaylene Moreno Castaneda. Saraí Hernandez Cadillo. Emma Durapo. Angel Bocanegra. Michael Francisco Pedro. Joshi Gomez. Carl Bernal Acevedo. Alejandro Mendoza Vicencio. Guadalupe Garcia Ayala. Exeli Martinez. And now we'll introduce Mrs. Pollock's advisory class. Adriel Aguilar. Miles Butler. Miguel Ramirez Salcedo. Walter Alcantara. Javier Perez Garcia. Evie Robbins. Amy Arevalo Reyes. Leslie Alvaran Lopez. Antonio Alvarado. Cassius Garza. Martin Andrade. Anthony Herrera Maldonado. Eduardo Arandia. Ubaldo Serrano Zúñiga. Alvin Orbones Mendez. Alexander Garcia Esteban. Cristo Faustino Rodriguez. Haley Cepeda. Marianelli Castaneda Tapia. Scarlett Quirino Tapia. Berenice Amado Sanchez. Maria Martinez Gutierrez. Betsy Vasquez Duran. And now we'll welcome Miss Botno's advisory class. Josiah Gomez. David Rosas Ayala. Sherlyn Ochoa Vargas. Rey de Jesus Espinosa Valdez. Noemi Castro Velasquez. Katie Carnavajal Ramirez. Alex Cantu. Yes, explain it. Isaac Garza. Alejandro Espinosa Hernandez. Jorge Chavez Diaz. Leonel Garcia Ayala. Abraham Trinidad Lopez. Jesus Zamora Hernandez. Humberto Guerra IV. Nelson Pineda Sanchez. Selma Cruz Ambrosio. Araceli Faustino Lopez. Jennifer Lopez. Osvaldo Lopez Agustín. Maria Andrade Rojas. Paige Ramirez. Stephanie Pedro Cano. Roselina Medina. Alicia Chavez. Naima Villa Vasquez. And now we'll welcome Mr. Garza's advisory class. Yahaira Ayala. Angeli Peralta. Eliana Gonzalez Garcia. Enrique Figueroa Valencia. Jace Garza. Josiah Garza. Evelyn Solorio Jaimes. Yereida Suarez Rodriguez. Jusdilia Sanchez Sanchez. Isabela Gonzalez. Jennifer Maldonado Perez. Stephanie Serna George. Nelson Pineda Gonzalez. Kevin Maldonado Nepomuceno. Oscar Cardona Hernandez. Brooks Sly. Jonathan Leal Silva. Gallardo Lopez. Alex Garcia Gonzaga. Israel Garcia Cortez. Osvaldo Maldonado Herrera. Yunes Abarca Gonzalez. Berenice Velasquez Garcia. Carmen Lara Haro. Jasmine Rubio Ramirez. Mariela Nepomuceno Rodriguez. And now we will welcome Mrs. Hardman's advisory class. Justin Arroyo Lugo. Raziel Rango Mendoza. Jorge Vielma Mendez. Inocencio Uresti. Zayden Capetillo. Gia Gutierrez Aguilar. Emily DeLeon. Brixley Phillips. Gabriela Gomez. Alia Esparza. Jocelyn Carrillo. Ariani Flores. Alexia Villarreal. Lillian Gooden. Zayla Montes. Viviana Sanchez Cepeda. Jacqueline Soriano Zuniga. Darren Mendoza. Jacob Martinez. David Galvez. Christopher Perez Cruz. Luis Valdez. David Pastor Garcia. And now we will welcome Miss Bice's advisory class. Mariah Aguilar. Anaí Zuniga Cedillo. Clairly Mercado. Jocelyn Beroteran. Leila Armendariz Guzman. Elizabeth Lopez Martinez. Joana Espindola Martinez. Marzaya Gonzalez. Kyra De La O. Rosalie Pineda Silvestre. Logan Carl. Esmeralda Espiritu Cortez. Ariel Jacobo. Caitlin Rupert. Itzi Cohetero Cruz. Israel Nepomuceno Sanchez. Jonathan Maldonado. Aaron Kobe Valdez. Armando Silva Godinez. And now we'll welcome Mrs. Magana and Mrs. Reyes' advisory class. Hermione Policarpio Lopez. Analia Sofia Andrade. Mia Isabel Rico Silva. Elisa Ambrosio. Genesis Arieta Rosas. Abril del Ángel Ramírez. Viviana Salvador Policarpio. Violet Natasha Pineda Esteban. Guadalupe Velázquez Gómez. Erlen Carolina Zúñiga Castro. Kevin Santiago. Isaiah Serna. Jesus Camarillo Ramírez. Joreb Castro Hernández. Jorge Pineda. Alexander Garcia. Dylan Lima. Rafael Milan. Alexander Rosales Rodriguez. Adrian Contreras. Jonathan Hernandez Chavez. And now we will welcome Miss Cooper's advisory class. Emery Gonzalez. Kaylee Rodriguez Gutierrez. Elisa Vera Figuera. Meg Malat. Emily Mendoza Ramos. Kinsley Roylance. Sarah Laird. Alexa Martinez. Matthias Mendoza. Travis McIndoe. Sergio Maldonado. Kareli Ortiz. Yadira Martinez Guzman. Marisol Miron Ramirez. Evelyn Pineda Fastino. Omar Antonio Pineda. Angel Paredes Martinez. Ivan Mondragon Basurto. Benjamin Botello Zúñiga. Martín Montes Hernández. Fernando Fastino Ayala. Jeremiah Dominguez. Weston Peters. Matthew Alcaraz. Manuel Gallegos Jr. And now we will welcome Mrs. Zamora's advisory class. Ashley Merino Quiros. Darina Sanchez Garcia. Isaiah Laura Sanchez. Callie Sly. Paisley Sly. Linnea Franco. Ana Paula Rendon Sanchez. Azucena Agustin Morales. Janety Sanaí Suarez Gonzalez. Bradley Miranda Lopez. Aaron Valentin Martinez. Donovan Voiglander. Rosalino Sanchez. Ismael Romero. Derek Leos Esquivel. Dario Torres Velasquez. Avery Arteaga.
Good job.
Thank you. Thank you. One more big round of applause for our new Huskies. Now, to welcome our Huskies to the high school, we will have two concluding speakers. We will first hear from our ASB president at OHS, Nico Schaefer, President Nico Schaefer. Following her, Mrs. Kat Akishin will come up as well. So come on up, Nico, and then Principal Atchison.
Okay. Hi everyone, I'm Nico Schaefer. You guys don't know me yet, but I'll be your ASB president for next year at OHS. Let me first say congratulations to all of our amazing 8th graders on making it through middle school. When I was trying to come up with what to say in my speech, I thought of my 8th grade promotion. I don't remember much of the speeches, but during the ASB president's speech, I do remember thinking, wow, she kind of looks a little old, and like a grown-up. I wonder if I'll look like that one day. Well, look at me now. I do. I am in her exact same shoes, giving a speech to the next generation of freshmen. And one of you, in 4 short years, will be giving a speech just like me right now. In high school, you're all going to grow up so much. Your personality is going to change. You're going to have new experiences, try new things, and make new friends. It's all a part of the high school experience and trying to figure out who you are. When I was in middle school, I was very shy and quiet, and I didn't do anything to draw attention to myself. I was kind of timid. But look at me now. 4 years later, and I'm ASB president, giving a speech to a lot of people that I don't know. And it's a little scary, but it's okay. My biggest piece of advice I can give you as you enter high school is to get involved. You only have 4 short years in high school, and you'll hear this a million times in those years. But it goes by so fast. Not gonna lie, whenever someone told me that, I was like, whatever, I don't care. But as someone who's going to be a senior, time does fly by. So make the most of it. Go to the football games, join the clubs, do the sport, go to dances, and dress up. Make the most of high school and have fun. From my experiences in high school, when I was a freshman and sophomore, I participated in everything. I did every club imaginable, and I found what I loved. For me, that was drill team and student council. But you all are going to find your thing and your people. High school can be hard and scary at times, but having friends and a place you belong makes high school so much more bearable and fun. High school isn't just a place you go. It's a place where you discover your interests, develop new skills, and create memories that stay with you long after graduation. So take advantage of every opportunity that comes your way. I'm so excited for the start of your next adventure, and congratulations and welcome to the next chapter of your journey.
Good evening, families, staff, community members, and especially our new Huskies. At Othello High School, we believe students are most successful when they are seen, valued, and connected to the people around them. Over the next 4 years, you will meet teachers, coaches, and friends who will encourage you, challenge you, and help you grow. High school is not about having everything figured out. It's about who you are becoming. Some of you will find passion in athletics, music, leadership, agriculture, arts, and academics. Some of you will discover your strengths you didn't know you had. And some of you will completely change your plans along the way, and that's okay. My advice to you is very similar to Nico's. Get involved, try new things, show up, build relationships, and don't be afraid to step outside of your comfort zone, because the next 4 years will shape your future in ways you can't yet imagine. There will be challenges, there will be moments when things feel hard, but there will also be moments of joy, pride, laughter, and accomplishment that you will be proud of for the rest of your life. So please know this, you are not walking into high school alone. You are walking into a community that believes in you and wants you to succeed. So as our salutatorian, Madeline Aguila Villicana, stated at graduation on Friday, everyone will have different perceptions of you, and sometimes we may not even, it may not even be who we think we are in other people's eyes, and that's all right. So participate in that event, talk to that person, raise your hand in class, because at the end of the day, you'll regret not knowing what could have been more than dealing with the rejection or the accomplishment. Class of 2030, we are already proud of you, and we're excited to officially welcome you to the Husky family. Congratulations and welcome to OHS.
Thank you all for coming tonight. Our Huskies aren't done with their journey. They're in wonderful hands at OHS, but the high school can't and won't do it on their own. They say it takes a village. What amazing village we live in here in Othello. Class of 2030, look at this crowd. They've shown up tonight as they've shown up for you so many times before, and will continue to show up in the future to support you. We're proud of you, and we're extremely excited to watch you walk across a bigger stage in 4 more years. We anticipate a tremendous future before you. All right, students, starting with the back row, families, we're gonna have our students stand up. They're gonna release out toward those goalposts. If we can allow all of our students to release, and then we'll be able to go and can congratulate them and take pictures and give gifts. One more huge round of applause to the Husky class of 2030.